Good afternoon from a very busy Hersheypark here in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Not sure what is exactly happening, but there's thousands of people waiting to get in. The park opened at 2 p.m. today, so expecting a very, very crowded day. We're thankfully we had free tickets to come back from a rainy day earlier in the season. We're out here for our good friend's wedding, so figured why not show up to Hersheypark, but it could be a busy one.
It's gonna be a very busy one.
Yep, I go by Legend. That's my girlfriend Molly.
We'll probably be at the bar.
We'll probably spend a lot of time at the bar and not in lines.
We'll see.
All right, we're in. Good for our Hersheypark for opening the park early. And good for them for running some of the rides early. Candemonium's already open. 10 minutes before opening with a 2-hour wait.
However, your pedal's right here.
So it's like the only ride open besides the
It's the only
carousel.
ride, yeah, besides the carousel, so.
All right, I think we're gonna try and go Fahrenheit Storm Runner and see how this goes.
Yeah.
All right, the ropes have dropped. There's a lot of people here. And in we go. Ride 1 is in the books. Went into Fahrenheit, was the 3rd or 4th train of the day. I'm gonna try and get on as many rides as quickly as possible because I feel like the crowds are gonna get very bad and very fast. I'm gonna do Storm Runner next, but it looks like it is not open yet.
Just like the summertime when we were here.
Yep, or the time before that. Hopefully it'll open later. But I guess we'll check out Jolly Rancher Remix, which is the boomerang they redid for this season. Right on Jolly Rancher Remix, the boomerang they redid this year.
Jolly Rancher Remix.
Yeah, the lights, there's like sound as you go up the lift. Now there's supposed to be like smells and fog in the tunnel.
Didn't have it.
There are no fog or smells in the tunnel. But the music was cool. It looks like Storm Runner is now open, so then that's where we're headed. For the first time since like 2015 or 2016, finally back on Storm Runner, a ride I really like. It is it's a short ride, but it packs a big punch. With being over in this side of the park, went on a ride for the classic Trailblazer. Really a very gentle ride, doesn't do a whole lot. Thankfully, it does have much better lap bars than some older Mine Train roller coasters. Like the lap bars in the one at Cedar Point are just horrible. And this one, they're much better. But a very small, gentle ride. Just grabbed a ride on Great Bear, the park's inverted coaster. And it is running really good. Very smooth ride. And there we go. That's 5 rides in 1 hour. You can definitely tell from the ride, you can see the lines are starting to get long throughout the park. But having that hour 1 for us was so big. Let's go take a look at just how busy the park actually is by going up the Kissing Tower.
15 coasters. Coming this summer, take a flavor ride on our newly reimagined coaster, Jolly Rancher Remix, and experience 6 inversions, sweet tunes, and a time for lasting with your favorite Jolly Rancher flavors. Then enjoy our newest family ride, Mixed, flavored by Jolly Rancher. A visual winner that shifts into gear and mixes in lifts, drops, and new views while dodging the other riders. Below us, you'll see ZooAmerica, a year-round 11-acre walk-through zoo, home to more.
It's definitely clear that now the park is getting much busier. But I'm also guessing Hersheypark has major staffing issues, as like 1 out of the 3 drop towers are going. Only half of the antique autos were going. I haven't seen the monorail go once. So while it's a very busy day, a very expensive day at Hersheypark, they can't staff the place. I will say, I really like what Hersheypark did this year, adding the really cool flat ride right in the Cobra Roll of the boomerang. Although as you can clearly see here, there is no fog and smells in the smell fog tunnel. Right here by Fahrenheit, stopped at a beer truck, grabbed a Trogs Perpetual IPA. Trogs is a brewery right down the road, like maybe 2 minutes away from Hersheypark. With the park not opening until 2 p.m., we actually went there for lunch and beers earlier. Great stop before or after Hershey. And there's a Fahrenheit car over there. So I believe it's a scare zone during the evening, but I love the giant set piece to get in. Like, this must have been very expensive to build, and it looks fantastic.
It does.
On the not as fun side, The classic whip is not running today. For light on Lightning Racer, which was only running the Thunder side.
Guess what? Thunder won each time.
Shocking. Also, the maintenance team was running the ride.
Yes, they were.
Also, I found this is the only time I've ever seen this at a park. They don't show you the full on-ride photo because obviously they want you to buy it and not just take a picture with your phone. As you can see, like I am right there. You can't see Molly at all, but there I am in a, I think I'm in a Kisses and a Hershey bar. My eyes are closed. During Halloween time, something interesting they do is they take laugh track and they turn off all the lights inside. So it definitely gives it a different experience, but
We are not doing that.
no, it looks like it has a completely full queue. And laugh track has some really bad capacity, so that is probably almost a 2-hour wait.
The summertime, I think we were on the first loop outside and we waited
40 minutes?
30, yeah, I didn't say 30.
Yeah, that's a doozy. The biggest news that happened in Hershey over the summer was they closed the Wildcat, and you can see they're currently well under construction on whatever they're going to do to Wildcat. Obviously, the big rumor and what I think is going to be, it's going to be an RMC conversion. Now they've done a lot of stuff, but it's been closed for many a month, so I'm definitely thinking that this is probably a 2024 project and not a 2023 project, because I think if this was going to open next year, they would have had to make a lot more progress by now. They have torn down a lot of the ramps to get over to the station area and taken out all the track by the station area, so I'm wondering if this is going to be like a bigger RMC conversion, like something like a Steel Vengeance or an Iron Glossy, versus some of the smaller ones we've seen, like the one over at Six Flags Atlanta. Love this. They've got the old Wildcat cars over here with skeletons in them and a whole ride graveyard. Now, I've been coming to Hersheypark for a very long time, so I have been on a good chunk of these. I've been on the Rotor, I've been on Roller Soaker, I've been on the Canyon River Rapids Tiny Timbers, the Wildcat, the Cyclops, the Conestoga Wagon, been on the Flying Falcon, Reese's Extreme Cup Challenge, both of the shootouts, and the Giant Wheel. So I've been on a lot of these rides.
I have not.
And what I would say is a very good use of space, they take their water park and they turn it into a trick-or-treat trail. And the characters are dressed up all fun. So even adults can get bags, you just have to ask. And the bags already have a Kit Kat inside.
Already wait.
They have a pretty good candy here too, like a Reese's White Chocolate Ghost.
And the shapes are even better.
Yep.
The ratio is so much better with to chocolate and peanut butter in each of these.
Yep, like the Easter egg or the Christmas tree. And they got the Kiss-O-Mobile out. And pumpkins. So that was definitely worth your time. You got a significant amount of free candy. And a lot of kind of like interesting candy, like the Hershey Fangs, which looks like cookies and cream in the shape of like vampire fangs.
And kids were dressed up so cute.
Yes. Something I absolutely love. They dress the Hershey characters up in Halloween costumes. So there's a vampire Reese's Man and a mad scientist Hershey guy. One thing I'm surprised by, they have like t-shirts and hats, not only for the haunt event, but like every house at the haunt event has its own line of merchandise. Now it's starting to get cold in the Northeast this time of year, and we've been in the cold. It's our third haunt in 3 days. And like something like this for Molly, who did not have a hat, oh my goodness, would have been wonderful. With the Hersheypark logo on it. And then more like really nice cold weather stuff. They've got the headbands with the Hersheypark logo and thermal mitts. Really cool. They have a line of merchandise kind of in memoriam of the Wildcat. You can get out on a puzzle. This one, I think, probably has to come home with you. It's a metal sign. They also have a postcard. More retro stuff for retro rides. The Giant Wheel and the Canyon River Rapids. With it being very busy in the park proper, decided to come over to Chocolate World, as it's really not a trip to Hersheypark without doing the chocolate tour ride. We waited about 15-20 minutes or so, but we made it to the chocolate tour. One of my must-dos every time I come to Hershey, Pennsylvania.
It's the milk we make that's at the heart.
Like Hershey's Milk Chocolate, special Don't forget about Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, my personal favorite.
Everyone has a favorite. Mine are Hershey's Kisses chocolate.
Over in Chocolate World, the 4D movie is all closed up. Not sure if it's a permanent closure or it's like a refurbishment thing, or they're going to replace it and put something else in that space. It has been there for quite some time. It does feel a bit dated. Also in Chocolate World, if you've never done the Hershey's Unwrapped chocolate tasting show, it is really, really fun. A great piece of themed entertainment. Heading back into the park, did want to grab some cocktails up at the chocolatier bar, but it is much like the rest of the park, very, very full. So right now it's pretty busy at Hersheypark, but they've got a solid bar. This beer is fantastic. Hop Cyclone. It's a double IPA from Trogs. And look at the kind of characters that you get here at the bar.
The 9%'s really getting to me.
Exactly. That's our buddy Austin, Amusement Insider on YouTube.
I went down to the 7.5%.
Oh, you're going down the ladder.
It's like the 9 is too much.
All right, go check out his YouTube channel too. New this year at Hersheypark is what they call Dark Nights. So they have 4 haunted houses at Hersheypark, but they're an upcharge. Tonight, on the day we're visiting, it's a Saturday towards Halloween. So the haunted houses are $40, and as you can see right now, you pay $40, and then unless you buy another Fast Pass, you wait in a very long line. I like haunted houses, but me and Molly have been through a lot of haunted houses this year, and to spend that much money for 4 haunted houses, it's just something we're not going to do.
No.
But it's an option if you want to try it. I do love the lighting on Super Duper Looper. The thing I love about Hershey is the Midway games are kind of affordable. We tried to win a dog coming out of a pumpkin, or pumpkins riding a roller coaster.
The neighbors won.
Not us though.
Not us.
Or people riding a pumpkin roller coaster.
The dog.
I have been going to Hersheypark since I've been a little kid, so we're talking a long, long time, like the late 80s. And one tradition I always have is to play skee ball. They've got the classic wooden ball skee ball machines. And have some fun, play some skee ball, win a horrible prize. So I just spent $5. A lot of good games. I rolled 300, I rolled a 290, and Molly, you got a 250.
I did.
All right, now let's see what big prize we get for our $5. Also, like, this arcade is really good. New games, old games. It's a good place to spend a good amount of time. Well, for $5, we actually, I think, did pretty good with the prizes. It's a nice squishy baseball, like a jack-o'-lantern slinky, a light-up yo-yo, and for my girlfriend, a bracelet that says love.
So sweet.
Something very interesting to do during Hersheypark Halloween is ZooAmerica is open at night. They encourage you to use flashlights to see the animals. Now, this is not going to turn out well on YouTube, so I'm probably not going to film it here. But I'm not going to do the haunted houses, but I will go. Like, we love animals, we love zoos, so I'm not going to pass up this opportunity. So we did stop in the zoo gift shop on the way in, grabbed a flashlight for $4, and we're going to go explore the animals. We're now in the zoo. You got the spoonbills hanging out over here. I am not sure how great the idea of giving everyone flashlights to go into the zoo. As like this is normally like animals' bedtimes, and now you're gonna like everyone shine lights in their eyes. Like, I'm not sure if that's the best idea or not, but well, we'll find out. A lot of people here. You can see an ocelot right there. Now, you are not supposed to use the flashlights when you're inside the building. Aww. An animal I absolutely adore right here. This is a Cody.
What is that? Mommy, don't touch that.
There's 2 of them in there. Decent view there of the North American river otter.
Swimming around.
Yeah. I believe there are 2 different ones in there. Kind of fun. In the window there, you can see a silhouette of a bear and the glow in its eyes. Hanging out in the tree there is a North American porcupine. There are 2 of them in here.
Sleeping.
Yeah.
Have they been doing this event for 40 years?
Yeah, it is. It's very different. As somebody that gets to go to a lot of zoos, it's kind of fun. It's kind of different.
It's a horse.
All right, Molly. So to end the night, I went full Coaster Goon. and met up with some of my friends that happened to be here on the same day. And like for the last hour, we pretty much just rode Skyrush.
We did.
We rode 7 rides on Skyrush in about 1 hour.
Mostly in the back row.
Which one's gonna go on?
Mostly in the back row. I love Skyrush. I've been on almost 800 roller coasters. That's a top 10 roller coaster for me. Arguably the best first drop on any roller coaster.
Very intense.
Yes. But man, that was a fun hour. And especially with the park being so busy today, to be able to power ride that in the last hour was so much fun. And that'll do it for our day here at Hersheypark. Closing out here in the big Halloween spooky kisses fountain. I had fun. You know, a very, very busy day.
Very crowded.
But it was really kind of like for rides. It was the first hour and then the last hour.
Yeah. You have to go in with expectations if you come on a Saturday. It's going to be busy.
You also
can't get everything done.
And, well, you can't because not everything is open because of the staffing issues the park has had.
Yeah.
But I will say also, like other haunts you go to, they'll have a lot of entertainment. Like we've been to haunts where there's like 5 or 6 shows.
Yeah.
This park, there is no entertainment, which really, between the closed rides and the lack of entertainment, it doesn't help distribute the guests properly.
And $40 or $45 for 4 haunted houses.
Which had some significant lines.
To me, is very, very expensive.
Especially when you're already paying to get into the park.
Yeah.
Now, if it was like 45 minutes per house with no lines, okay, maybe.
Yeah.
But like some of those lines got pretty long, and I guess we're just also kind of haunted house out from the very long Halloween season. But I love Hersheypark.
It is, yeah. It's so good.
I had fun. You know, some good drinks. We met up with some friends, saw some animals, and had a really fun day. When I thought it was going to be like the worst theme park day ever when seeing the crowds coming in.
Yeah.
If you have any questions about Hersheypark, let us know in the comment section below. And we're going to go check into our hotel and maybe find some food.